Ooh, Cliff is back with his Aerodactyl team, which I know some of you guys are struggling to take on. But today I'm going to share with you guys the 3 Pokemon to use against his team, and also the 3 Pokemon that you guys can use as the best lead. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So let me go to bring my screen up and you guys can see there's a balloon over there. 10 minutes till the balloon changes. Let's go ahead to Go Hub over here to see the lineup. So he starts off with Shadow Aerodactyl, following up with either Shadow Nidoking, Shadow Gallade, or Shadow Cradily, following up with his third Pokemon, either Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Mamoswine, or Shadow Dusknoir. So Aerodactyl wise, it has 5 weaknesses: Electric, Rock, Ice, Steel, and Water. Alright, so let's go ahead to over here and let's tap on. Hang on, I need to force close my app to get the balloon back, I think. Hang on. Well, we are back and the balloon is out. Alright, had to wait for some time to load, and Cliff is here. So the best team that I've suggested is this. However, starting off with Swampert is a very good choice, following up with Giratina. Giratina running Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Ominous Wind. And the last Pokemon would actually be Shadow Machamp with Counter, Close Combat, and Rock Slide. Alright, Close Combat is a better move to have in a situation like that. And yes, the first Pokemon that I would suggest to use is Swampert. Swampert with Mud Shot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. Reason for that is because it would resist all the moves from Aerodactyl, the fast moves other than Bite. So I have a second Pokemon and third Pokemon that I suggest to you guys to use. Let's go ahead to try and see how things goes. So in order to get rid of the shields from Aerodactyl, from Cliff, you just need to go with double Hydro Cannons, which will be very easy to do. Alright, so now the Aerodactyl is running by. As you guys can see, the health of the Swampert is going down very quickly. Alright, but Swampert is a Pokemon that you can actually use to take on the second Pokemon much easier, which basically, you know, Cradily, you can use Earthquake, or in fact, if it's Slowking, you can use Earthquake. Gallade, you can use Hydro Cannon or Earthquake. And then if you can also, you can bring in your Giratina, which then will be able to handle the 2 Psychic type Pokemon, the Slowking, or in fact the what do you call that? The other one is what? The other one, Slowking, and the other one is Slowking and Gallade. So right now you guys can see it's not really too good because my Swampert has gone down. So the second Pokemon that I would suggest that you guys can use, alright. Yes, I know it got taken out. I could have shielded that, but I didn't want to shield it. So the second Pokemon that I suggest to use is actually Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a very good Pokemon also, but I need to check if I actually have the proper moves on it. So give me a sec. Well guys, guess what? I tried changing the move of my Poliwrath. However, I wasn't able to get the right move. You're supposed to use Power Up Punch and Dynamic Punch. Alright, and when you do that, you just have to Power Up Punch twice to burn the shield, boost yourself up, and then Dynamic Punch down the Aerodactyl. That's how it could work too. And Poliwrath and also Lucario, yes, which is the next Pokemon I'd like to showcase, resist every single move from Aerodactyl for the fast move because of the typing that it has. You know, Water and Fighting, basically it resists Steel, the Steel Wing, it resists Bite, the Dark typing move, it resists Rock, which is also from the Rock Throw, basically. So after burning that, you want to go with another Dynamic Punch to take out the Aerodactyl. And when you do that, that'll be easier to knock it out. But right now we are having Hydro Pump, which isn't good. Scowl is also a good move to have, but let's say we are running a Dynamic Punch now, which then we will knock out the Aerodactyl. Alright, as for the other 2 Pokemon, Giratina is used against basically the Psychic type Pokemon, and in fact, what's the other last Pokemon that it should be used? Not the Tyranitar, but the Machamp is used against Tyranitar and the Shadow Mamoswine. Alright, so Dynamic Punch would have taken it out if we actually do have it. Unfortunately, I do not have that. Alright, I am actually going to shield this if I were to want to take it out. So I'll shield this, go with the Power Up Punch. It will be enough to knock out the Aerodactyl already since we have been boosted. But that's how to actually use this particular Pokemon. The last Pokemon, like I said, is Lucario, which then I'm going to use that to actually knock out the Aerodactyl now. But let me go ahead and check the moves to make sure that I'm using the right moves. Okay, my Lucario is here with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is fine, especially when you can use it on the second Pokemon, the 2 Psychic type Pokemon, Slowking and also Gallade. So we're going to use that. Although even using Flash Cannon will work, but also Aura Sphere will also work, since you need to just take out the Aerodactyl. So now let's go ahead to try and take down the Aerodactyl with our Lucario team. So like I said, those are the three Pokemon that I would suggest to use against Cleve's team right now. Although I do feel that using Poliwrath is better, since I feel it is slightly tankier than Lucario. Lucario seems to be a bit more glassy, but yes, the damage that it dishes out from the counters is a lot and it's really, really good. Alright, we have to just burn the first two shields. The Aerodactyl's bite is just very, very painful because of its high attack stat. And because bite as a move is just super duper painful. Alright. So right now we're going to bring in the Machamp, just counter down the Aerodactyl. So if it's going to use its Ancient Power, we're going to shield up. Okay, we definitely have to shield this. It's going to one-shot KO the Shadow Machamp, as you guys saw. Sometimes, yes, you have to use the shield. I mean, yeah, the charge moves from this Shadow Pokemon, they are just very, very painful. Now let's see if it's the Cradily or the Psychic type Pokemon. We're going to just do a few counters first. We bring in the Giratina. So the reason why Giratina is better than any Dark-type Pokemon, example like Tyranitar, is because Tyranitar will suffer super effective damage from Water Gun, which then your rock typing Tyranitar would go down very quickly, which isn't ideal. Now we just knocked out the Slowking. The last Pokemon should be Tyranitar, high chance it is, which sometimes if you actually do run Dragon Pulse on your Giratina, you can do one Dragon Pulse, do at least half health damage before you actually bring in your Machamp to knock it out. That's what I would do also. Unfortunately, I went to change the move to Ominous Wind to see if it's a better choice. So it's been a while since I fought the Team Go Rocket leaders to actually figure out what moves and what team we should use, but Shadow Ball isn't going to knock it out because it's going to resist the move like crazy. But anyway, our Machamp is just going to come in and knock out the Shadow Tyranitar. But yes, this Aerodactyl with Bite is basically the hardest one to take down among all the three fast moves that it has. Alright, and it's down. I mean, a close combat, even with full health, Tyranitar will get taken out by the Shadow Machamp anyways. So yep, that is that on how to take out Cleve. Let's go ahead to see what we get. As the reward, do we get ourselves the Shiny Shadow Aerodactyl or not? Hopefully you guys have found this video useful for you guys to actually... Okay, great reward, Brandon. Who knows, man? It might be a Shiny Shadow Hundo. I don't know, man. Yeah, but a great reward. Not that I need it anymore, but congratulations. Wow, what are the odds of that happening, man? I seriously just wanted to make this tutorial video for you guys, but this came out. Okay, let's do an IV Appraiser. It is... Okay, very nice IVs, huh? Okay. So that is all from me, man. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. And also let me know in the comment section down below, have you guys been struggling to take down Cleve's Shadow Aerodactyl team? If you guys did, hopefully you guys found this video useful and found the first three Pokemon that I suggested. Swampert, Lucario, or in fact a Poliwrath useful to use against his team. And of course the other two Pokemon to pair it up with the three Pokemon suggested. Hopefully it'll be easier for you guys to take down his team. Alright, so... I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.